how I'm gonna do this another day. But when you look into my eyes, it gives me strength, and I'll stay with you when the night gets too dark, and I'll stay with you when you can't lift your arms. I'll hold you up, I'll stay with you, 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 no matter what, in darkest nights, I'll always be by your side. No matter what, in darkest nights, I'll always be by your side. No matter what, in darkest nights, I'll always be by your side. By your side, and I'll stay with you when the night gets too dark, and I'll stay with you when you can't lift your arms. I'll hold you up, and I'll stay with you.
Hello. Well, for today's video of the 16-year-old missing girl, I have to give kudos to Manda Panda. She is my daughter, and she helped me find this case, and she gave me a lot of the information. So, yeah, thank you, Manda Panda. Please consider hitting the join button if you're able. If you're not, that's fine. And also, please hit that thumbs up. It's free. And it helps get the algorithms out so my video gets to other people. So with that being said, let's add the disclaimer, the fair use disclaimer to the screen for a moment, because everything's being done under fair use. All right. Now I have to come over here. Okay. We have, for those who know about Dane Polson, if you watch Clutch Them Pearls, I give him credit, and I also give Smiley's Story World. Yeah. Credit. Smiley posted that the parents actually hired a private person with a search dog, and the search dog went to the river and caught on the scent. He tucked his tail under, he ducked his head down, and he started whining. He clicked on the scent. And I don't remember if it was Smiley or Clutch Them Pearls that said a diaper had floated up. But then a diver went in, and within 2 hours, he was able to find Dane. And Dane is, sadly, he has demised. But at least now his family can get closure and begin the next chapter of their life of learning to live without Dane. But they can get closure, and they can go visit him at a grave and talk to him and know where he's at. And that's a big help. Big prayers go out to that family. Thank goodness your little boy's been found. I'm sorry that he is no longer with us. So Now, on to our story of the day. Hello to the 3 people in chat. Hello. Thank you for being here. Okay, now we're going to talk about Sophia Franklin. Okay, there is an Amber Alert from, let me give credit to Missing National Center. I'm not going to do that. It's in the, I'll do that when I get to the ones that are not in my description below. I'll do this because it's much easier. I know I'm lazy today. I'm sorry. Don't hate on me. Okay, this is missingkids.org. And the Amber Alert is for Sophia Franklin. She's been missing since February 2nd, 2025, from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. She's 16 years old, female, white, brown hair, blue eyes, 5'9", 186 pounds, and she's 3 months pregnant. The vehicle information is a Buick LaCrosse 2014 year, black, also known to use Pennsylvania license plate KGW 5186. The Arkansas license plate is BBR 20L, license plate from Arkansas. Says update, Amber Alert. The vehicle has utilized various license plates. The vehicle was last seen on the morning of 2/3/2025 in Wisconsin with a Pennsylvania license plate. Update, license plate state changed from Arizona to Arkansas. Sophia was last seen at her residence at 9 p.m. on 2/2/25. She is believed to be with Gary F. Day. He was last seen at her residence on 2/3/25 at 7:48 a.m. There is a no contact order for Gary and Sophia. Sophia is 3 months pregnant. Now, I don't know what that means. I think it might mean if you see them, call the police instead of trying to approach them. That's what I'm going to get. And here we go. This is Gary Day. He is a male, white, blonde hair, bald on top, green eyes, 5'7", 165 pounds. Gary is known to be the father of the unborn child with Sophia. And again, it's the same vehicle and license plate information. And the Amber Alert is still the same. I don't know if it's runaway or abduction, if you want to be truthful, if you want me to be truthful, which I'm sure you do. All right, let's share the next screen. This one it's got a very long, I'm going to just do this. Because it's the Milwaukee Journal Centinel is where the credit is. And it says Arkansas man sought in Amber Alert search for missing Beaver Dam teen has abuse history. And this is from Chris Ramirez of Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. And this was February 7th. That's information about Amber Alerts. 5 days after pregnant 16-year-old Sophia Martin Franklin was reported missing from her Beaver Dam home, troubling new details about her suspect abductor are emerging from court documents in Arkansas. Gary F. Day, 40, of Cabot, Arkansas, has a history of harming children and is on probation for endangering a child, court records show. Days and Sophia's whereabouts remained unknown Friday. My neighbor, he's one of those, I don't know what you call them. He picks up loads and takes them to other people, a hot shot driver. And he's coming in with a big old, some kind of, I don't know what's in those big boxes. They're huge, as big as a garage boxes he's got on a trailer. But he also likes to have his stereo really loud, and my front door's open because it's like 80 degrees outside. I'm so loving this weather. Just be thankful I don't have my office windows open because I have 3 windows. I have a bay window right here, and there are 3 windows. And if I had them open, that music would be so loud. Okay. Days and Sophia whereabouts remain unknown Friday. Law enforcement believe they are traveling in a black 2014 Buick LaCrosse to Arkansas, where he has strong ties. The pair has been subject to an Amber Alert since Monday. Sophia was last seen at her home on Sunday. Days was last seen on security footage entering her residence the following day. He was charged Tuesday in Dodge County with 2 counts of child abduction and 2 counts of child enticement. Sophia is 3 months pregnant, and Day is the father, according to the Amber Alert and a criminal complaint in Wisconsin. Day also faces charges in Arkansas of interfering with custody and contributing to the delinquency of a minor in connection with Sophia's disappearance. A child's injury draws suspicion. Court records in Arkansas colored Day as a man with a sometimes hair-triggered temper. Medical staff questioned the injuries they discovered on the left leg of a 4-month-old brought to Arkansas Children's Hospital in September of 2019. Day said the baby's foot had become stuck in the sink during bathing and it became injured while freeing him, according to an October 2015 arrest warrant affidavit. But hospital staff also noticed other injuries, including bruising on the baby's face and ears. Day pled guilty in May 2020 to a charge of endangering the welfare of a minor and was given 6 years of probation. Court records show Day violated his probation September 2023. He was arrested but posted a $5,000 bond in November 2023. One of the conditions of his release was that he not leave Arkansas. Day was charged in Lonoke County, Arkansas in July 2023 with second-degree domestic battery in a case that involved a young relative. The child's mother told police Day lost it and grabbed the child, who had climbed on an entertainment center and ate toothpaste in the bathroom, court papers say. In an interview, the 4-year-old described four detectives how Day would at times get mad and turn into the Hulk and raise his voice, court documents say. That case was dismissed in May of 2024 when prosecutors conceded they were no longer able to prove their case. Arkansas police spotted Sophia in Day's home last year. Mother doesn't know where he is. A criminal complaint filed in Dodge County indicates Sophia met Day online in April of 2024 and developed a relationship. The connection evolved into Day driving to Wisconsin and taking her to Arkansas later that summer. Authorities encountered Sophia at Day's home in Austin, Arkansas during a probation check in December, said John Staley, the sheriff in Lonoke County, Arkansas. She ran out the back door but was apprehended. Staley said Day was subsequently charged with interference of child custody and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Sophia spoke with investigators before she was later returned to Wisconsin. At the time, Sophia told the police she had been living with Day since August and they planned to get married. She intentionally denied they were sexually active, but later admitted the two had been having sex according to the complaint. Stanley said Day's mother called police in Austin earlier this week to report her son failed to make an appointment. It's not our case, but we're watching every address we know, trying to locate him, Staley said, referring to the missing case. And this is his car. This is his Arkansas license plate, BBR20L. Police need help locating Sophia Franklin and Gary Day. AMBER is an acronym that stands for American Missing Broadcast Emergency Response and was created as a legacy to 9-year-old Amber Renee Hagerman, who was kidnapped while riding her bicycle in Arlington, Texas. She was later found stabbed to death January 17, 1996. Her killing remains unsolved. 7 children are reported missing to law enforcement around the state each day, according to Amber Alert Wisconsin, the state arm of the National Alert System. 60 Amber Alert activations have occurred in Wisconsin since 2003, the agency says. Images of Sophia Day and the vehicle they were believed to be traveling in have quickly spread across Wisconsin and throughout the Midwest in the days since their Amber Alert was activated. Sophia is described by police as a white girl standing 5'9" and weighing roughly 186 pounds. She has brown hair and blue eyes. Day is described by police as a white male, 5'7", and weighing about 165 pounds. He has blonde hair and green eyes, and he's bald on top. Police in Wisconsin say the Buick LaCrosse bore Arkansas license plate BBR20L, but said it may have been swapped for Pennsylvania license plate KGW5186. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's for their feet. Okay. Lillian 13. Okay. That's the end of that story. Now, do you have any comments on it? I'm going to go to... Oh. Sorry. I know my browser blocked it because I turned it off. Okay, this one goes to MSN, News, also through the Milwaukee Journal Centinel. And this one is t-shirts. We're going to buy t-shirts. When God made me, he grinned and said, "This'll be fun." I need that shirt. I need that shirt. The reason I'm old and wise is because God protected me when I was young and stupid. I need that shirt too. Okay. Never underestimate an old man with a Jeep. Well, I don't need that one, but I take the Jeep. We can put woman in front of there. Because when I used to have my Jeep, I loved my Jeep. My husband didn't like it because he was overweight and he didn't fit really good in the seat, but it was so comfortable. It's like it fit around me, and I was even though I was heavy because I weighed almost 190 pounds, it fit around me, and the steering wheel was like in the right spot, and it turned so good. I loved my Jeep. But we traded it in for my husband's truck, which we later sold to make a house payment. So, okay. Things happen. Life changes. If I can ever get a Jeep again, I'm going to get a Jeep. I'm sorry. I'm just going off. Okay. Arkansas man charged with 4 felonies involving still missing Beaver Dam team taken from her home. This story is by Jessica Van Eager, Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, 1 month ago. A 40-year-old Arkansas man is facing 4 felony charges in a case involving 16-year-old Sophia Franklin from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, who is the subject of an active Amber Alert. I don't think they realize when they write these articles that there's also a Beaver Dam in Arkansas. Okay? So we're talking Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, not Beaver Dam, Arkansas. Gary F. Day, Cabot, Arkansas, was charged Tuesday with 2 counts of child abductions and 2 counts of child enticement. The teen is 3 months pregnant, and Day is the father, according to the Amber Alert in a criminal complaint. Right now, we don't know where they are. Beaver Dam Police, John Kreuziger, told the Journal Sentinel on Wednesday, "We are getting tips from all over the place. Our goal is to get her back as quickly as we can and as safely as we can." Sophia, described by the police as a white female, 5'9", we know that. And we know how he's described. Anyone with information is asked to call 888-304-3936 or 911. Again, that is 888-304-3936 or call 911. The complaint that says that Sophia met Day online and developed a relationship with him. The two were aware of consent laws in Wisconsin, Illinois, and Arkansas. The teen and her parent had a strained relationship. Day had earlier taken Sophia to Arkansas without her parents' knowledge. When she returned to Wisconsin, Day sent the teen several messages beginning January 26, threatening to harm himself because they were separated. Days later, an Amber Alert was issued for Sophia. Kreutzer said his department is working with the Wisconsin Department of Justice Division of Criminal Investigations and the Lonoke County Sheriff's Department in Arkansas. According to the criminal complaint, Sophia's father alerted the Beaver Dam Police Department of his daughter's missing appearance on Sunday by emailing a detective a home surveillance video that showed a male appearing to be Gary Day walking toward the family's house at 7:48 a.m. Sunday. An Amber Alert was issued Monday after Sophia's sister reported seeing a black Buick LaCrosse, later confirmed to belong to Day, parked with its engine running a block away from the family's home. Day had previously taken Sophia out of the state. This is the second time Day has driven to Wisconsin and taken Sophia from her home. Day and Sophia met online in April 2024, and he drove to Wisconsin to take her to Arkansas in July, according to the criminal complaint. Sophia's parents first learned she was living with Day in Arkansas on December 10th when officers with the Austin police went to Day's home. He was on probation and parole, and he was being investigated for crimes against children, according to the complaint. Sophia's parents told officers that he had not returned home one night back in July. They contacted the Beaver Dam Police Department to discuss the situation, then decided against listing her as missing because she was still around Beaver Dam and working at McDonald's. Her parents said they stayed in constant contact with her but never saw her and were under the impression Welcome in. Please take a second and hit that like button. Yes, thank you, but you're the only one in here. When officers showed up at Day's house December 10th, Sophia explained that Day came and got me from Wisconsin on July 29th. She said they arrived at his Arkansas home on August 1st. The two had met online in April, according to the complaint. And once again, there's a picture of Mr. Day. Sophia told officers the two made their way back to Arkansas after spending the night at Madison Hotel and eating Culver's, then spending the next night at a hotel in Bloomington, Illinois, according to the complaint. According to the complaint, Sophia said Day knew from the get-go she was 16. Sophia told the officer she had been living with Day since August and he was providing her food, shelter, and clothing, and that they planned to get married. She initially denied they were sexually active, according to the complaint. When further questions by officers, Sophia said they were sexually active and adding, "I just don't want him to get in trouble." The complaint states Sophia and Day waited until they were in Arkansas to be sexually active because they knew it was illegal in Wisconsin and Illinois. In Wisconsin, it's illegal for an adult to engage in sexual activity with a minor. Sophia was returned to her parents' Beaver Dam home in December. Sophia's parents were shocked to learn she was living in Arkansas, according to the complaint. Her mother told officers Sophia told her she had hitchhiked her way to Arkansas. She believed Sophia was in a position where she would be defending the man she was spending time with, the complaint said. On February 1st, 2 days prior to the Amber Alert being issued, Sophia's father contacted Beaver Dam police, informing them she was doing well at home. He also informed them of a Google account he and Sophia's mother had discovered the previous evening. They did not mention it to Sophia, but gave her permission for the police department to review the account. The Beaver Dam detective determined Sophia was communicating through an email account later determined to belong to Day. According to the complaint, Day told Sophia through several messages that "I want nothing to do with you. Sophia, a suicide, you win, goodbye, and no one will care." Sophia responded with, "I'll care, and so will our daughter." She then tells Day she has named the unborn child Ava. "I know how much you wanted a girl, and I know how much you care for your children," Sophia emailed today. According to the complaint, "Tell her I'm dead," was Day's response. The last message included in the complaint states, "I stayed out past curfew probation and I didn't notice. I'm done." Police said Sophia and Day are likely traveling in a 2014 black Buick LaCrosse. Chief Kritzer stressed they are swapping out license plates. The vehicle was last seen using a Pennsylvania license plate number KGW518 on Monday morning in Wisconsin. Jessica Van Egren is a general assignment reporter and assistant breaking news editor with the Milwaukee Journal. She can be reached at jvaneger@gannet.com. Okay. That was a long read. Yeah, there was 3. They pop in and pop out. I'm sorry. For some reason, my lips are feeling very, very chapped. Okay. So, next, yeah. Oh, I forgot. This one is from recentlybooked.com, Arkansas, Lanoke. Oh, I still have an ear infection. It goes all the way down here and it hurts. And it's in my jaw and it hurts. Okay, I'm complaining. I'm crying. I'm a big baby. Now we got two in here. Welcome back into chat. Please consider hitting that thumbs up. And if you would, please hit the join button as you come in. If you can. If you can't, I understand. Because it was a long time before I was able to join some channels. Okay, next. We are talking about Sophia Martha Franklin, a 16-year-old from Wisconsin. There's an Amber Alert out on her. And the Amber Alert, it's Wisconsin, Missouri, and Arkansas. And we're fixing to learn about the guy she's with. This is Gary Francis Day from Recently Booked. Gary Francis Day was booked in Lonoke, Arkansas for Act 570. The booking date was 12/11/24 at 4:18 a.m. Age 40, white, city, Austin, Arkansas, general male, height 66 foot. One moment, please. Hold, please. I apologize. My husband calls me every night to tell me good night before he goes to bed. And he had to tell me about this card trick that he saw on TikTok. And he said he did the trick 5 times, and 5 times the guy was right about the card my husband picked. I don't know how he did it, but he said he sent it to me, and I told him I'd watch it after my live, but he's going to bed. So now y'all know my life story. The life of being married to a truck driver. Okay, so the charge code 526503, interference with custody. Charge 527209, contributing to the delinquency of a minor. So those are the two that we discussed in the previous. So hide this one. And this one is thanks to Amanda Panda. She sent it to me. Get credit up here. Sorry, had to wait for the little spinny thing to quit turning. Okay, this is from SpectrumNews.com. Oh, no problem. You're the one that helped me find my research. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I always forget that. I'm getting really good at that. There we go. Let me back it up.
We don't know where Sophia Franklin is, but police have identified who she's with. And Sophia's parents say their life has been a nightmare knowing their 16-year-old daughter is with 40-year-old Gary Day.
There is nothing in the world we want more than you home.
Leah Franklin is heartbroken because she hasn't heard from her daughter, Sophia Franklin, in weeks.
We all miss her.
She is a beautiful, beautiful young girl. Hey, Esther, welcome in. Welcome in. All right, let's finish playing this.
A lot, and it's hard to think about other things.
In the words of Amanda Panda, this is how you plead for your child back.
And it has been this whole time. It's been hard to think about what we have to do next.
Leah describes her daughter as an intelligent and talented teen.
She's extremely bright. You play a board game with her, you know you're going to lose type of thing. She's great at trumpet. She's funny and very insightful.
On February 3rd, an Amber Alert was issued for the missing and pregnant 16-year-old Beaver Dam girl. Police believe she's with 40-year-old Gary Day, the unborn baby's father, and Leah says Sophia's absence is taking a toll on her father, Stephen.
It's hard to focus at work, and you just feel like you need to do something. So he's been working behind the scenes, handing out flyers and just driving around and trying to do those things that he can to help find Sophie.
There's now a big void in this family. Sophia is greatly missed by her 6 other brothers and sisters, and Leah says her biggest fear
that we never see her again. We've already
Yes,
done
I feel
holidays
sorry
missing
for
her. It was
them.
hard.
Gary Day is facing 4 felony charges in Wisconsin, including abduction and child enticement. Leah has this message for Day.
She is loved and well cared for here. There is nothing you can offer her that we don't offer her tenfold. There's nothing for you in having her. She's our girl, and that will never change. And you had no right to take her.
To her bright-eyed, courageous child, Leah has these words for Sophia.
We miss you. We love you. And it doesn't matter what you've done, girl. You come home, be with us.
An Amber Alert is still active for Franklin in 3 states, Wisconsin, Arkansas, and Missouri. In Beaver Dam, Rhonda Fox, Spectrum News. We don't know where Sophia
Sorry.
Franklin is, but
That is. Stop! Shut it! Shut! Sorry. Have to give credit where credit's due over here. Oh. Yes, Esther and Amanda, or Amanda Panda, I see the pain. I feel the pain. But, I mean, thank goodness, I mean, she's going to have that baby, and I just pray that she gets the medical care she needs also right. Okay, this is Nancy Grace via YouTube. Also, credit goes to Amanda Panda. Let me share my screen since I'm good at not doing that. Come on, there we go. All right.
16 and is already 3 to 4 months pregnant. This girl just turned 16 and is already 3 to 4 months pregnant by this predator. That's right. And you know what? For those of you just joining us, I want you to hear again about who is this 40-year-old perv. Listen.
He's not a good dude. He targets young females, uses the internet. As you see, he's traveled to Wisconsin and back once.
Gary Day, 40, lives in Cabot, Arkansas, and has been divorced 4 times, most recently from the mother of his 2 sons, ages 3 and 4. Day is still serving probation for endangering the welfare of his oldest son and was recently charged with domestic battery against the child. Day is not permitted to leave the state of Arkansas without permission from his probation officer.
Well, he did. That was from our friends at News 3 Now, and we're learning more. Listen.
Law enforcement discovers the black Buick LaCrosse is registered to Day's mother and should have Arkansas plate number BBR20L. But 45 minutes later, the car is spotted heading south on Highway 151 near Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, with Pennsylvania plate number KGW5186. Police advise that Day may continue to switch license plates and believe he may be traveling back to Arkansas because his mother lives there, but cannot say that with complete certainty. Drivers in Illinois and Missouri are asked to keep a close eye out for the 2014 LaCrosse.
We do know that he's switching plates right now and putting different plates on the vehicle, which makes it a little bit more difficult for law enforcement, but we're still working through the logistics of that.
Our friends, News 3 Now. Guys, that is Beaver Dam Police Chief John Cruiser. Okay, let me make sense of what I'm hearing. Straight out to Dr. Bethany Marshall, renowned psychoanalyst, joining us from...
Yes, Esther. Esther says, oh, geez, I can already see he's up to no good. Yes. Amanda Panda says, Esther, I pray hard for her because they've already said this guy has a short temper. Yeah, he already hurt one small child, a baby, giving a bath in the sink. That's what he said when he took the child to Children's Hospital. But I don't want to believe that, because the child had bruises on his ears and his face too. So, like somebody would grab the kid like this or something.
LA, author of Deal Breaker, and you can see her now on Peacock. Dr. Bethany, thank you for being with us. Dr. Bethany, okay, I might as well get comfortable for you to tell me everything that's going on up here right now, but just jumping out at me, he's 40 He's almost 41 years old, and he's driving his mommy's car. Let's just start with that.
I caught that too, Nancy. I mean, this is a guy, I think he's probably so prolifically involved in his perversion and his sex addiction and pursuing underage girls that he probably doesn't even, I know he has a job, he's an insurance home inspector, but I doubt he even functions very highly in society, Nancy. He probably lives off his mother. And the fact that he has child abuse charges against his own son, and then he's gravitating towards minor women, tells me that this guy likes to have a lot of power over his victims. He's probably all syrupy and sweet when he meets these girls. He probably tries to alienate them from their parents. He probably tells them that he understands them, that nobody else understands them. But the minute Sophia disagrees with him, I'm sure this is one menacing individual. This is a guy who looks nice on the outside, but is very cruel deep down. And the idling in front of the house, I mean, that is so creepy to me, Nancy. His whole day is spent just canvassing for girls. I don't even know how he has time to do much else, because his whole perversion, his whole obsession is wrapped around this.
Amanda Panda says, "Oh, I didn't know that. Just makes me cringe. Could you imagine that man in your home?" No. Thank goodness he doesn't go after boys.
Speaking of, joining me is veteran trial lawyer, former felony prosecutor, now defense attorney, Daryl Cohen, partner in Cohen, Cooper, Estep, and
Amanda Panda says, even if it's just for a home inspection for an insurance claim or whatever, that's just cringeworthy. That man is not pleasant to look at even. Yeah. And remember his face when you decide to insure your house after you buy it. Remember his face. Remember, he's from Arkansas.
Alan. Daryl, thank you for being with us. Daryl, how many times in a bond forfeiture calendar when somebody wouldn't show up for court would say, oh, go to his mom's house, I'm sure he's hiding under the bed or in the closet right now? I mean, another thing, aside from his driving his mother's car, didn't his employer, I believe that he worked at an insurance company, correct me if I'm wrong, Alexis and Dr. Bethany, didn't they notice the big fat ankle monitor he was wearing? Why would you keep someone employed?
Esther says, it's a shame somebody like him could do such a thing to a beautiful girl and so young. Her life is just beginning. Motherhood, the trauma afterward, in my opinion. Yeah. I agree.
Not just with a police arrest, but with a conviction. With a conviction and a big honking ankle monitor.
Nancy, these things happen. You have an ankle monitor because you're not a terrible criminal as far as the system is concerned. You have an ankle monitor because they don't want to incarcerate you. You have an ankle monitor so you can be tracked. They have an ankle monitor that shouldn't come off, that shouldn't lose its battery. But if and when it does, that's when the company that owns those ankle monitors should immediately notify law enforcement.
Okay, see, we all know what you did right there. I know you got your law degree, but is there a magician hiding deep inside your soul? Because I ask you this and you try to show me that. It's like pulling a different rabbit out of the hat. That's not what I asked for.
Okay, that was the end of that one.
Don't skip over this.
I love him. Okay, sorry. The Mondo. I watching people do their hair. A girl rainbowed her hair with some kind of dye that glows under black light, and it looked gorgeous. Oh my gosh. If you see it on YouTube, if you go to Mondo, Dave Mondo or Greg Mondo, whatever his name is, you see the picture of this girl with really long hair and it's all rainbowed out. I did the butterfly cut. That's what this is, but it didn't lay right because I don't have enough hair like you do. This is a butterfly cut from him. Amanda sure hope they'll get her all the support and help. Yes, Esther, I agree. And Amanda says, I like Mondo too. He made me do the butterfly cut. He made you. He came and he just did it for you. You know, you can get his hair products at Sally now. I am going to figure out if there's a Sally in Wichita. I'm going to figure that out. Thank you, Esther. You can call me Nan. Yeah, you can call me Nan. You don't have to call me Get Lockered. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're going to give credit. I got spaghetti underneath my false teeth. Sorry. Okay, this is WKOK.com, 27 News. And let me share screen. Okay. Court documents reveal new information into missing Beaver Dam 16-year-old girl. February 5th, 2025, updated February 5th, 2025 by Caroline Bach. This is the girl, this is the guy. Beaver Dam, I wish that was video. Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, WKOK, a charging document for the suspect wanted in connection with a statewide Amber Alert revealed new information about the relationship between the man and missing 16-year-old girl. A criminal complaint states that Sophia Franklin, 16, met Gary Day, 40, of Cabot, Arkansas, on April 2024, was in Beaver Dam, and Day lives in Arkansas. Franklin told police in Arkansas that she reached out to him, and the two discussed that Day was getting a divorce and going through custody battle. Franklin told police Day knew from the beginning of their relationship she was 16 years old. Okay, I hope everything's all right, Esther. Franklin's parents had ongoing issues with Franklin talking to people who she did not know online and had tried to restrict her phone and internet usage. They said at times she had snuck out of the house. Was it an Amber Alert? Is there another missing person? Okay. The complaint stated that July 2024, Franklin did not come home one night. She was not listed as a missing because she was believed to be staying with a friend and still going to work. Her parents were still in contact with her over the phone. In December, law enforcement in Arkansas contacted Franklin's parents, letting them know she was there. Police learned she was there after having contact with Day, the complaint stated. Franklin admitted to police that she had told her parents she was staying with a friend in Beaver Dam. She said she would rather be with Day than her family. Franklin said Day picked her up on July 29th and they arrived in Arkansas on August 1st. Franklin said her relationship became physical with Day when the two arrived in Arkansas because they knew it was illegal in Wisconsin and Illinois. Franklin's father said she was pregnant with Day's child. Franklin returned to Wisconsin, but the criminal complaint did not specify when. On January 31st, Franklin's parents caught her talking to who they believed was Day online and told police shortly after. Franklin's parents reported her missing on February 3rd. Her father sent police home surveillance video that showed a man who looked like Day walking near their home shortly before 8 a.m. that day. Franklin's sister saw the black Buick believed to be Day's vehicle parked 1 block south of the house around 5:20 a.m. on February 3rd. A vehicle matching his description was also spotted on WisDOT cameras traveling south on Highway 151 near Sun Prairie at 8:30 a.m. that day. An arrest warrant was issued for Day according to online court records. He has been charged with 2 counts of abducting a child and 2 counts of child endangerment. Wow. Wow. And that is all I know about this case. I'm going to try to keep followed up about it, see if I can learn more about it, because this is very important, and it is sad that a case like this would happen. I mean, part of me can understand if she's having trouble with her parents wanting to run away. But to go with a 40-year-old man at 16 or 15, because she was 15 the first time she ran away and she just turned 16. And now she's 3 or 4 months pregnant. And oh my gosh. I feel for that family 100%. And oh my gosh. I just feel. Once again, I want to reiterate that. Let me see if I can find something. Yeah, I think this is absolutely crazy. I understand older men, but I don't know kids nowadays like grandpas. Exactly. Okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to. Open sesame. Where is it? What? No way. Let me get past this first 10 minutes. Well, 17 minutes. 17-minute opening. What I think is even more absurd is the fact that the man preyed on that child's vulnerability and discomfort in her. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Okay, this, I got to get credited. Can't spell. I'm going to give credit to Clutch Them Pearls. The link is not in the description. But this is so sad.
Joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very, very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is March 8th, 2025. It is currently 5:33 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Good to see you all. Really, really do appreciate you. We are talking about Dane Paulson, 2-year-old boy out of Oregon who has been missing 1 week today. Right before I went live, an update happened for the first time in 2 days. We're going to talk about that and all that.
Oh, this
I
is
want
the
to
wrong
thank
day.
Ginger
I'm
Girl.
sorry.
Thank you
I'm
so
sorry.
much, my dear. Really.
Wrong video. Where is it?
Sad news coming from Oregon. 2-year-old Dane Paul.
Okay. Let me show this one. Oops, sorry.
Paulson has been found in the river. Diver Juan Heredia, which is a scuba diver, he showed up today, found him within 2 hours of his search. Diver Juan says 1 hour ago, it is over. After 2 hours diving the river, I found baby Dane. Rest in peace. Our hearts go out to baby Dane's family, the community who searched, of course, Diver Juan, and the community. Please keep them in your prayers. Rest in peace, baby Dane. Sad news coming from.
That is very sad news. It's good news because his parents know where he's at and they can get closure. It's sad news because now they have to start a new chapter of their life learning to live without baby Dane. And they have a restaurant there in Oregon that they run. It's a seafood restaurant right by the coast to the Pacific Ocean. And I know that when they get back to work, they are going to be so busy with well-wishers. So busy. Okay, thank you all for being here. We're just over an hour now because it's 7:05 Central Time on March the 11th, 2025. And in the words of Justin, you could have been anywhere, but you were here. Thank you. Do something nice for someone, even if it's just be the reason they smile, and get Locker.